often get asked about my choice of bike versus the type of riding that I do. In reality, for me, the two has got nothing to do with each other because I just like Enfields. When your claim to fame is being the oldest motorcycle manufacturer in the world in constant production, there's got to be something special in your lineup. Now, for nearly 90 years, the 500 has been part of that lineup.
Enfields are designed to go everywhere. People think because it's a pretty bike that it's a piece of jewelry, but that thing can climb trenches, that thing can take dirt, it can go on road, street, sand, everything. It's a war bike.
My Royal Enfield has the nickname of Gertie. Sometimes they call her Nasty Gertie. It's also a very aesthetic bike. You get a lot of compliments on the road and even at places where I park. It's always a talking point. People come up and they're surprised to hear that it's not a real antique bike.
I can tell you that this is a great bike. This is my donkey. I love it to bits. The story behind me getting my Enfield, who I nicknamed Donkey, is my brother went to India and he rode the Himalayas on rented Enfields. Was there for a couple of weeks, really enjoyed it, came back, and his group of friends, one of them, he went to his house and there was this Enfield sitting in the guy's driveway.
It's a bit like owning a Swiss Army knife. It's good looking and versatile. It's equally at home on a highway as it is on a mountain gravel road.
The thing about the Enfield is that yes, there's the history, yes, there's the heritage, yes, all of that stuff, but it's the basics. You know, it's like there's no fancy stuff, there's no gadgets, no gizmos, the engine has no cradle, that 500 single sits directly on the chassis. It's like riding a helicopter.
And the last 3 years I've been on the Royal Enfield, and it is by far the bike that I've had the most fun and adventure with.
Just sitting in the driveway for about 2 years. A little bit of sun damage, weather damage, some wires were replaced, new battery, new seat, stuff like that. But after the new battery, the bike started up first time. It went for its first service and haven't looked back since.
We all know that old school is cool, and that's exactly what this is. It's modern yet retro. It looks classic, but it doesn't have all the electronics that modern day bikes have.
It's a bike that's like a living animal. It's like some days it's in a mood and it doesn't want to go, and some days it does want to go. And when a bike is that stubborn and that annoying, you really appreciate the days where it just wants to fly, and you build a relationship that you can't get with another bike. It's just, I've tried.
They've got a tendency to snap clutch cables, and sometimes they would leak a bit of oil, but all in all, the power and character of the engine, being a thumper. The general design of the bike makes up for it.
It's a simple engine, and the extras that come with it are fantastic.
When you see a classic 500 for the first time, your first thought immediately is, wow, what a nice Sunday ride bike. Yet, we forget this is a bike that's actually seen military service.
Is it hard work? Yes. Do I have to constantly tighten bolts? Yes. Must I constantly struggle to keep up with everyone? Yes, but it's all about character.
It has kept a bit of its British heritage, so yes, it leaks well, yes, it is slow, yes, it rattles, yes, it requires maintenance, but it's a bike that can go all day long without taking the smile off your face.
And people mustn't forget that yes, it's one of the most beautiful bikes in the world, but it's a workhorse, it's a pack horse, and it'll keep going.
So this is one of the perks about owning an Enfield, is a lot of the stuff you can kind of work on it yourself. Changing wheels, change sprockets, brakes, those kind of small things. There's no real special tools, just your usual.
Is it simplistic? Yes, but it's a bike that's evolved over 90 years.
In a ride for speed, then there's no end. You'll never be satisfied. But if you ride for pleasure and comfort and bond and connecting and just looking around, taking your time, then there's no better bike than an Enfield.
It's a simple bike, but it's a simple bike that can do big things. My bike is nicknamed Donkey for a reason, because I've loaded it up like a GS or any other touring bike, and it's taken me across the country wherever I needed to go, no problems. And for that reason, it's one of my favorite bikes, and I hope to keep it for as long as I can.
All in all, it is a general enjoyable bike if you want to do proper biking and go out and search for adventure.
I'm gonna go to India, and I don't want to do it on a Himalayan. I want to do it on a Bullet or a Classic.